Millions of people have read the award-winning books and it became a Hollywood blockbuster. Now Philip Pullman's His Dark Materials stories are coming to the stage. The story follows the journey of Lyra and Will through parallel worlds to meet amazing creatures, including armoured polar bears and flying witches. And rather than CGI special effects, the production is turning to puppets to bring some of the fantastic creatures to life. Director Sarah Esdale tells us how they've tackled the story.
Philip Pullman is a master storyteller, and I think theatre is a very exciting forum in which to tell these stories because of its liveness and because of the nature of actors and audiences sharing the experience of those stories together. I think the biggest challenge on a practical level has been coordinating fights, movement, puppetry and rehearsing 80 scenes in the play. On a creative level, I think it's very challenging to do justice to the scope and depth of Pullman's imagination. The puppets have been created by a company called Blind Summit, and they've been working with the actors on the operation of those puppets as well as having designed them. I think it's been a huge challenge. I think a lot of the normal process for an actor is challenged by using a puppet. They're being encouraged to act through the puppet, to look at the puppet's head at all times. And I think actors are used to looking at each other's faces and eyes when they're performing.
For Amy McAllister, who plays Lyra, and Nick Barber, who plays Will, bringing His Dark Materials to the stage has been quite an epic undertaking.
His Dark Materials is a huge, epic trilogy of books. And yeah, it's a huge job bringing it to the stage.
I think this is a story for adults and kids because the kids can follow the kids' stories, like us kids, and there's puppets and animals and polar bears and things, but the adults, you know, there's a much darker story about experience and innocence and
there's lots of different levels. It works on lots of different levels, so I think something for everyone.
Being in your 20s and playing a character who's 12 is fun, mostly, because you can behave badly, like you can't really get away with when you're an adult, although I do try.
A demon is a it's kind of like someone's soul, but externalized into an animal form, into a being, so that you're always, everyone who has a demon is never alone. You always have this companion, which is kind of your soul, the other half of you. And what's it like having one? Well, Will only gets one right at the end.
And then he gets it taken away.
I'm very jealous. I'm very jealous of people who do have demons.
So if you are a fan of Philip Pullman's books or even new to the stories, why not see them come magically to life in this new stage adaptation?
Still be the king of Svalbard, home of the armoured bear.
What did she do to you?
I had a rival.